It's weird how that works out, that we just die on Sunday. Like it's cursed or something. None of the party members ever die on a Monday through Saturday. We're on the internet. Hi, YouTube.
Hey there, guys and people.
Guys and people. Good band name. What are you doing, Sam?
I was finishing my taco.
Oh.
It was ravaged.
Okay. Well, we're back. Episode 7. We left off in a sticky situation. Does anybody want inspiration?
I still got mine.
That you, Sam, looking at your notes to see if you need some?
I took like the worst notes possible last week because I'm just bad at taking notes now since we're on camera. I have
You
something
just
about.
remember it all.
Oh, but I do have the names of our horses.
I knew
That's
you
all
would.
that matters.
I knew that would be the only thing.
There's the slate colored one is Sunflower, and the brown one is Wee. Am I inspired?
No. So last time on Outsiders Arcana, y'all left Bill. He's like, I'm gonna go hang out in these woods with these people and train across the dragon bridge, and then when you're dying, I'm gonna have to run back across that dragon bridge. After that, you guys like drank. Then you tried to leave. Went and got some horses from Horses. Got your horses.
Meets horses.
This is before.
Oh yeah,
When it was still
right.
Horses. If you're not gonna recap, don't jump in.
Like go on mute now.
Get your horses. Horses. And you rode north. In the direction of the mountain range where your first contract through the Oceans Guild was. Clear out some Duragar that were messing up a mining facility. In the process of heading there, saw a giant 6-headed monster erupt from behind a mountain range. And y'all were like, oh man, it's not good. Everything went to black. Flynn, Savo, you both saw visions of the underground ruined city. Heard a voice that said that's not right. And then came to on the dock of a ship that you found out was heading back into Yavin. The same ship that Flynn had taken before to get into Yavin and start this whole thing off. Arriving in Yavin, you went through the same intro into the Oceans Guild where you were assigned a time for being assigned your first entry quest. That is where you, Flynn, and Thavo were partnered up with this rabbit folk named Balsh Heatherfoot. He was just as confused as you were to why you were all in this spot. I walked around, you went to the bar, you noticed that the bar was not right. Lacenar was running the bar that's in the place. It's called
Ergs.
Bergs. Slazenar was running the bar Bergs, which is wrong. And then you all went into town to meet up the Ocean Kilb. There, instead of meat as it previously was, it was Galland. And you learned that a previous companion was now running Galland's shop. You took the entry quest, which was to go to the old ruined city and recover an artifact, much like you had done before. You all traveled through the woods. No repeating blub blub or anything like that. Got to the ancient city, found the one-eyed, stalky beast thing on a podium and killed it before it could do anything. Well, they're way strong now. Took the elevator down, walked through the old ancient city. Noticed a couple things that were a little bit new from last time. You noticed that some of the roofs aligned with like this carving that made an overlying some sort of runic symbol above the town. That was something that you noticed, Flynn. You went back into the castle in this ruined ancient city. Didn't find anything new. Still found the same journal that implements your former instructor, Flynn. And found the chest that holds the line ghost within it and the instructions to activate all the pieces. Then you remembered there was some magic shell around it. And last time you had a spear that got rid of magic. So you're just kind of stuck. You checked all the rooms, make sure there was nothing of import in this castle. Didn't really find anything as it's been cleared out. Waited in a room across the way from where this line ghost room is, hoping to surprise somebody. All of you went on watch. Flynn was the last to go on watch. Heard a familiar voice telling him to wake up as he walked into the main room of the castle, to which the doors opened and you saw a familiar female drow, white mohawk, porcelain mask standing in the doorway. It dropped a hand to her side and lit it up a flame, and that's where you're at. What are you doing, Flynn?
Did we ever get the alter ego's name? Can't remember. Let me look at my notes.
I'm pretty sure that's a no.
I'm just gonna put both my hands up and say, we're not here to harm anyone, especially not you.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Or we can do this new thing I heard of where we just don't roll dice.
No, I'm not in on that.
Just want to tell me stuff.
If you're good at talking, you automatically just talk good.
Love it.
So would you say persuasion with advantage?
Yes, because you are not very intimidating.
Oh no, I'm not trying to be intimidating. No. Persuasion advantage. Just go. Okay.
The hand stays alit as the blank, no emotion porcelain mask is just staring in your direction. From around the corner, you hear another voice. Who is that? Oh, I don't know you. It's fine, put your hands down as you see a tall drow man standing close to 7 foot tall with a massive brimmed hat. Hello. What are you doing here?
Your name's Kimlik, right?
It is.
So, we believe someone made a wish using your pieces of the Lion Ghost, and somehow me and my companions were sort of teleported back in time. And we're sort of retracing our steps. If you could believe that.
Jim just kind of glance over at the porcelain mask. I would say this might be a very dangerous place to partake in the herbs of the earth. But interesting. Are you here for the Lion Ghost as well?
In this other reality, we had acquired a piece from here. Our intention was to keep it safe until we learned everyone else's intentions. But then we lost it. And then all of this happened to us. I met you in Yavin doing a completely different situation with some druids. And your friend there was somehow a split personality of another friend who is currently the bartender of Berg's. We don't really know how to explain it, but I promise you our intentions are good, unless of course our intentions are no longer aligned, but we can discuss that.
You do seem to know a lot. Very well. We'll be taking the piece and all this down here. If you want to come with us, feel free.
Does he seem sincere or does he seem not Kimlicky?
Make an insight check. Seems sincere. Seems like he's just here for that piece and doesn't really care if you go with him or not. He's just gonna get what he came here for.
Great, great. I've got two other companions in here. One of them's an half-orc, one of them is a rabbit man. I don't remember what his race is called. Both nice enough. The orc is a little skittish around magic. So she's a little socially awkward, but let me go get them and be on my way.
They both kind of just stand there waiting at the entrance of this castle.
We've got company, good company. They're gonna get the piece, and we're gonna go with them. All right. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Hands off Snakey. Yeah. Walk up there.
Yeah, we'll join him.
Hello? I assume that all of you know who I am, then?
No, just me, I believe. Thabo never met you, and Bosch here is kind of new to the whole situation. He was never here, so he's even more confused than I am.
Oh, but I've heard of you. Let's say, how's Bill doing?
I don't know Bill.
Oh, right. Bill might still be a door salesman, Flynn. Oh wait, Pharaoh wouldn't. Only Pharaoh would know that.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started here. We can just hang out. Both of them kind of move past your group into that opposite chamber to where the chest was.
So Flint, what are they doing?
They're probably going to open the chest and take the piece, which is fine with me because that was our original plan, was to get it and give it back to them.
Well, don't we need a book? Is there a? Did you say like there's a book in there?
Assuming nothing's changed. But the book is an instruction on how to use it, so as long as not much has changed, I trust it in their hands. But we'll just have to see what happens. We don't really know enough. And all I know is that she's the one that killed me.
Oh. Don't worry, Bosh. I'm just as lost as you are.
The two
Yeah, this is quite strange.
the two figures emerge while you're having this conversation. We're ready. Are you?
I believe so.
Where did you say you guys were from?
We're heading to the capital city. In the center of Muthana.
Oh, I mean, we're going that way too eventually. We have a house.
We
Oh,
probably don't. We don't have a house anymore.
Oh, that's right. Right. He's a bartender now.
I think this is our best bet to try to figure out what's going on. These are the ones that are the more knowledgeable about these artifacts. Plus, if the other thing is still true, we could still be of assistance. Which I think I'm the only one that knows about that here, too.
So you make it out of the cave and begin heading to capital city of Tustaud. Only, oh, Tavo, you would know, because that's where you're from.
Depending on how we're traveling, Flynn's probably just gonna just blather out the entire story to these two. And then Bosch is gonna learn a lot. Thavo's gonna learn a lot. I might leave the Orcus thing out for now. Everything but the Orcus thing.
Okay. So, both of you get a long story of what happened before the two of you were in this predicament with Flynn and his other companions. Journey takes about a week. Nothing happens. You all have your horses, ride on horses through freeze and then into more of a desert climate until reaching another entrance of Ustaud that have not used before. You've only used a backside cave entrance. But another character. Put that away. You all come from this south portion down here on the map. Coming from this way, since you have not previously, you see lots of farmland, lots of crops. This seems to be the source of most of the food in the city. You still see the giant rock statue, or rock-built castle surrounded by a wall. And you get let in. Kimlik and this female drow lead you into the castle ward. You walk up the stairs, go into the castle. The massive, heavy doors open again to where you are led into darkness. You're greeted with the same long hallway, the multiple pillars on either side, the stained glass on the far side of the wall that is illuminating, or being illuminated from behind. These kind of stained glass artworks all over this wall, where at the far end of this room you see two staircases kind of wrap up and around. At this point, a familiar fluttering of bats lands in front of you. It turns into a large large orc woman. Have a discussion with Kimlik a little bit away from you, unless does rabbit folk have super good hearing?
Nothing that was noted.
Disappointing. You'd think that they would, right? Oh no, can rabbits hear good?
What else you gonna do with them big ass ears?
I guess pierce them and, you know, look sick.
Yeah.
We have proficiency in perception, but that's the only thing it mentions.
Okay. But it doesn't say, like, perception with hearing.
Nope, just the Leoprine senses.
There we go. Good enough. After a long and hushed conversation away from the three of you just kind of standing in a door twiddling your thumbs, the large orc does return. She approaches, has a long, like, almost kind of overcoat to what looks to be leather armor underneath, buttoned together like at the waist with one button. Hello, I'm Magda. These two, that they found you in the ruins?
Yes. Did they tell you all of the fun, complicated parts of that story?
Yeah, I mean, they told me that. But that sounds ridiculous.
Well, magic. If your line ghosts really are capable of granting someone a wish, a butterfly effect could happen.
I would be more confused on why they'd use the wish just to go back in time.
Well, we all did hear a voice, at least Thava and myself did hear a voice that said, oh, that's not right. Which leads me to believe that something went wrong. But I don't know. We saw a big six-headed creature, and then we woke up on a ship several months in the past.
Okay. What's your plan? You just hanging out?
Trying to learn what happened, if anything bad came of it. Our original plan was to try to help you all. Because we also learned about sort of the source of power in this place, which made me a little nervous. But I'm well studied, and I like to think that I can lend my mind in any way I can. But we're really just trying to figure out what happened, what changed, and if there's something we need to do to stop something even worse from transpiring.
You do see at the mention of the source of power that you see Magda kind of like stand up and for the first time actually listen to what you're saying instead of it sounding like a bunch of crap from somebody. Fair enough. Well,
You also told us, and I don't know if this is still a problem, but you also told us to keep our eyes open for any sort of cult activity. Before everything reset, we did, and I'll pull out one of the medallions, but I don't know if this means anything to you.
she takes the medallion from you, kind of looks at it. I mean, I don't know what this is. I can get it to somebody, though. I've not heard anything about cult activity.
Could have been something from the past that got erased, but something about a summoning ritual for the Horned King. Don't know if it's still relevant, but could be something to keep an eye open for.
That sounds like fun. Oh, somebody look into it. Well, if you guys want to help, we have stuff that needs done. Unless you just want to go on your own way.
I'm far too curious to just go on my own way. I feel like we need to figure a way to undo it, or need to get our buddy Bosch back home somehow.
Well, I mean, I was supposed to stop whatever, portals were bringing weird stuff into my home, so that's really what I'm here to do.
Oh yeah, speak more about that. Maybe Magda can help.
Oh yeah, I'm from the Feywild, and all of a sudden just random monsters that aren't normally in the Feywild start appearing. I mean, we had a basilisk appear that nearly wiped out my family, and a couple other strange things came before I was chose to jump through and try to figure out what's going on. But the moment I did, I was teleported, I guess, back in time to a dock in Yavin.
Sounds great. We're not really the people to talk to about closing portals into your world. We've not done so good at it.
Yeah, I just figured I met these guys as soon as we were at the dock, so I figured it my best chance of figuring something out.
I mean, if we all work together and find a way to close them, yeah, probably.
I like that idea. Are you in touch with Amalun Bokia, perchance? Are you working with her?
The name sounds familiar. I've not worked with that person directly.
Probably also not to be fully trusted. I've got reason to believe that she may have been responsible for what happened, but I don't have any solid evidence. She's definitely one to sacrifice people to meet her own ends. So.
Noted.
Well, if you two agree, I think that we'd be willing to help you with something if you've got something for us to do.
I mean, I was originally hired to protect you by somebody here, so I guess I'll keep doing that. Not sure I'll get paid for it.
I mean, I'll pay you. We've got all sorts of money.
Yeah, I think this would be the best way for me to figure out what's going on back home as well.
Well, if y'all want to just stay at an inn or something, have to pull some strings, get some things sorted out. I'll have something for you in the morning.
Thank you, Magnet.
Yep. And with that yep, she just turns into a bunch of bats and flies away.
Fuck, God, it gets me every time. She's not changed much. Alright, I think I know a place, if it's still there. This is fun. It's almost like when I turned old and I started having senility. It's kind of like that, except my knees don't hurt.
Maybe you're actually still old and you're just in a coma right now, imagining all of this.
That would be the worst plot twist.
Hold on, I have to delete something out of my notes.
Fuck!
So you think you know a place? Where are you going?
Looking at my notes here, let's see, there's I wrote so many bars down. Rough around the edges? Havoc's Crater was where that tall, lanky Goblin Thomas was. Who's Clarice? Why do I have that written down? Let's go to Rough Around the Edges.
Okay. You go to Rough Around the Edges, which is in the castle ward. Still, walking up to it and kind of opening the door. On the inside, you see an interesting clothing store that seems to be geared towards bandits. It's kind of like sailor's garb. There's a section to where you can get a peg leg.
Oh yeah, this isn't a bar. I just wrote down a bunch of names and didn't write down what they were.
Rough Around the Edges is the clothing store where you got your refinished pirate outfit.
Oh yeah, no, and then I'm gonna.
Right as you close the door, you hear a "Oh."
Oh, now I feel bad. I'm gonna go in.
Hello, I'm Clarice. Welcome to Rough Around the Edges.
Hello. Just popping in. Looking to buy something in the future. Just giving a nice glance around.
Is this some of my work? You see, she walks up and starts grabbing your clothes and opening the flaps.
Yes, it is actually. Yeah.
I must be getting so old. I don't remember making these. Very nice,
Well-
though.
Well, when you get so good at something, it's just muscle memory. At that point, you don't even really need to think about it.
That's true. Might have done it with my eyes closed.
I think you did. I was worried when you did, but it was very nice.
Well, it looks like you're taken care of. Hello, other two. Would you like some clothes?
Hello. Oh,
Wow, you got some cool stuff in here.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess since Stavo and Bosch, you haven't been in here, there is like different sections of clothing everywhere. There's lots of like really nice clothes, but kind of more the underground style. You see jackets with way too many pockets and secret pockets. You see kind of like tattered, worn clothing that's designed that way to look worn. It looks like something that maybe a new criminal would wear to look like they've done something. And then, of course, there's like pirate gear and lots of different masks that you could acquire.
What kind of masks are those? They're like animal masks?
Yeah. Most of them are like cloth, but some of them are of the like porcelain style, similar to the drop female that you just followed into the city. Similar to that style.
I'm gonna find the one closest to a bunny face and be like, "Look, Bosch, I'm you."
That is terrifying.
I'm a cute little bunny.
This massive orc is saying, I'm a cute little buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the stuff with pockets and be like, "Oh, so this is really cool. Could you make like a big coat that instead of like pockets, there was like a secret tunnel system within the coat?"
I mean, yeah, I could do that.
I would like that very much.
Do you want it to be a coat?
I mean, what else can it be?
I mean, I could make almost anything with a series of tunnel pockets.
Maybe like a light coat. Like I want it to be like long.
Okay, we're kind of stuck on the coat. I could do that. What
Yeah,
color?
I want brown.
Brown.
I
Very
don't know.
well.
I mean, do you suggest a color for me?
I think brown would suit you very well.
I do too. Here, actually, and then I'm gonna pull out Kiwi, because Kiwi's kind of like a brownish gray. The color of this mouse, please.
Oh, this makes more sense now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, this way Kiwi can run around in my coat instead of having just a pocket.
Makes sense.
You're gonna look like you're gonna look like a person from the Mummy that's got a bug running around in their skin.
I was
Just
thinking
constantly.
that's exactly what I was thinking of. Oh no. We cried.
Alright, well, I have this coat done tomorrow.
Alright, thank you. How much will it be?
50 gold.
Oh, okay.
I can get you 50 if you need to save some coin.
I have a total of 110. I'm rolling.
Well, if you run out, just know I got you. I'm now the one who pays you, or just buy stuff for you, whatever you want.
Alright.
And for you, Mr. Rabbit Folk, anything you'd like?
I think I'm okay. By chance, do you ever make tiny little clothes for like that mouse over there?
I mean, I could. I could make him
Mm.
like a little red sweater and little jeans.
Okay, we's a girl. She's a lady.
And some slacks.
can you make the tiny little jeans look like she's warm for a while, so they're like a little distressed?
Of course.
Yeah, I would love a set of outfit like that for her. That'd be fun.
Oh, Kiwi's gonna love you. Make her a little Canadian tuxedo. It's gotta be the best.
Do you want me to just guess? Or should I take measurements of a mouse?
Oh yeah, hold on. Pull Kiwi out and you speak with animals. Alright, Kiwi. This is Clarice. She's going to measure you and get you a cute little outfit, alright?
Kiwi just kind of like stands up on back legs and stretches. Just
Good.
like standing weird in your hands.
Good, Kiwi. Alright, here you go, Clarice. I'll let you measure.
And she pulls out the little measuring tape that she has and takes some measurements. Okay. Can have that done tomorrow as well. And finesse work. Put it at 25 gold?
Yeah, I'll have to borrow some money from my friend, but yeah, I think so.
Oh, again, I got it. I'm rolling in it.
She takes the 75 gold and walks away to go work on that. Unless you guys want to keep hanging out and rough around the edges.
No, I'm going to the. I feel so bad. Okay. We're gonna go to a bar.
Are you?
I don't know. I got so many names written down. Havoc's Crater. That one's got to be a bar. I remember Thomas. Creepy tall goblin.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna walk back into the Bone Chapel area, going to Havoc's Crater. Thavo, you've seen this place before. Bosch, you were greeted with the sight of a bar kind of suspended on platforms and pillars and beams in the middle of a giant crater. It's a decent looking building. Very simple. It seems like all the work to suspend it above is probably where all the money went to build this place. But it's still decent. You all walk in, and behind the bar, you see this 6-foot tall goblin folk cleaning a glass. The bar is somewhat bustling, as it is getting later in the day. I'm gonna change the music. What do you guys want to do?
This place doesn't have an inn, does it? Killing it right now, you guys. Oh, it does nicely. This is where I want to be.
You recall when you went upstairs the previous time to use the bathroom where you were ported somewhere else.
Well, that's all.
But there were rooms up there.
Just go up to the bartender and hello.
Hello, this is me, Thomas. What would you like to drink?
A few ales. Any specials tonight?
Ale is the special.
Love it. We'll take 3 of those. And a couple of rooms.
Wonderful. The 3 ales, and how many rooms?
Do we all want our own room, and do we need to bunk up?
I mean, I'll stay in your room, Fled.
Yeah, I may stay there as well too.
Have you a room with 2 beds?
Of course I have a room with 2 beds.
I'll tell you that. One room, 2 beds.
Wonderful. 20 gold.
Here you go. Thank you so much, Thomas. Nice to meet you.
He scoops it, fills up 3 ales, sets a key down with the ales.
Enjoy. Just yell at me, Thomas, if you'd like anything else to drink.
Will do, Thomas. go to a table, and I guess we'll just sit and look at each other until it's bedtime.
Okay, you all
Well-
find a table, sit down, and Bosch, the chair you sit in, has one leg shorter than the other, so it's kind of wobbly. But you guys are at the table drinking ales.
Oh, Bosh, so here there's some people from the Fae. If you want to ask them questions later, I know there's like a big tree somewhere. There's a bunch of pixies and fairies that live there for sure. But just in case you want to talk to somebody.
I was thinking about that right before I left. I mean, if we traveled back in time, if I could send a message to my family somehow, I could probably stop them from getting so messed up when the animals show up.
Oh, that's a great idea. Tell them to like move
But-
for a bit.
But am I there now? Like, would the past me still be there before the animals attacked?
Oh wait, what if all of this is happening because we had to set it off beforehand? Then we could go like sit outside for a few days and see if you walk up and get burned by a wall of fire. As you said, that lady killed you, right?
Things aren't transpiring the same way, though, so the timeline is already fudged up.
Oh,
So it's a possibility, Bosch, that in your reality, your family thinks you've already gone somewhere for another reason. Or, God forbid, that none of us even exist to our families. I don't like that. Hmm.
Maybe Kiwi made the wish so she could just spend time with me and not have to share with family.
Doesn't she already spend time with you?
Yeah, but maybe she's jealous though, and I could maybe go spend some time with someone else, and she'd have to be like, "Oh, now I'm the third mouse in this party."
Literally the only mouse that's ever been in this party since the beginning of the party.
Never mind.
I promise. Keith didn't have a mouse that I know of. Bill never had a mouse. He could probably turn into one, but that's not the same. Pharaoh didn't have a mouse. Tell Kiwi to stop being so self-conscious.
Kiwi's perfect the way she is.
So I don't have the history with everybody here you do. Is there some commonality between everybody that's in a different place than they were before? Like the guy that ran the bar and the guy that owned horses, is there anything that, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out what that wish would have been and how it just doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense.
No, I can't think of any real correlation. Everyone's just sort of flip-flopped. I mean, Meat didn't, not that I remember, didn't express any desire for owning a horse stable. And, I mean, Pharaoh was a skilled blacksmith, but she wasn't even from here or there.
I mean, it seems like not much here has changed, just from when we were walking around, the people we saw. I mean, I've been here for a while. I don't know about Yaveen, but here not much has changed.
The main thing I've noticed so far is just people being displaced. Kimlik wasn't really a part of this organization. He was more of a neutral party, I think, unless he had secrets. Nasonar was a member in his other half, as sort of a secret spy. So not much has changed there, except they're no longer affiliated, which is odd because I thought they were one entity. Just hurting my brain.
I mean, we haven't heard anything about Bill. It wasn't that guy supposed to be friends with Bill?
Well, they met later. So it's possible Bill in this reality never even got on a ship to come here. He could still be back in Taldore. Making doors. Paying for his daughter's tuition and all that.
Well, I know you've talked about how you don't like that bulkier lady, but what if now she's nice?
No, I've got a journal proving she's still a bitch.
Oh. Do you know any other powerful mages? I don't like that, but it seems like they're always the ones of the fuckery around here.
The only ones I knew were her subordinates, and they're either too afraid of her or in league with her. So no help there. My only hope is to find one here or get more powerful.
Has anything in the journal changed?
I'm pretty sure DMI looked at that heavily and didn't notice anything. No, all that's the same. So as far as I know, everything in my past is the same. It's just all from right before I got to Yavin. Now everything's different. But nothing about me's changed. So I don't know. Let's see. I was a halfling before I was incinerated, and then I was resurrected, came back as a gnome. That's still there, so it's not like what happened to me was erased. Just put us back. Everything's shuffled.
What if Bill made the wish? What if he really left to make the wish?
It's that voice in our head. It wasn't Bill. Whoever that was, I think is responsible. It's got to be. Besides, Bill wasn't there to take the last piece of the Lion Ghost from us. He was off doing werewolf stuff. Well, let's just hope that we find more answers in our future journeys. Otherwise, this is our life now. Of course, we can always just steal all the pieces for ourselves and just undo it all. And get you back to where you were, but then we'd all still be in a bad place.
Well, I'm wondering if the pieces are still in the same place, because you say they scattered to different places.
Supposedly, but everything was speculation. I don't think anyone had ever witnessed a wish being made.
What
It seemed like a lot of the Drow were just as lost as we were. They just had the stories to go off of.
Is there a way someone can make a wish without this Lion Ghost?
It's a very powerful magical spell. But as far as I know about it, it doesn't summon a beast creature unless you wish for a beast creature to change reality.
So what if that's why all the pieces are in the same place? It's because someone used a different way to make a wish.
To what end?
Bill did do it.
Well, let's just, keep moving forward. Keep our minds open, keep our eyes open. Hopefully we'll bump into some answers. It's really all we can do right now.
And with that, you all drink at Havoc's Crater for the evening. If there's nothing else you wish to accomplish, you all take a long rest. And now that we've finished that day, you guys get to level up.
Woo!
You can do that as we're going. Or you can just wait. Up to you. But with that, the next day starts, and you know that you need to meet back at the castle to get some sort of assignment from Magda. And also, pick up your fancy clothes, your tunnel jacket and mouse outfit. Dang, big HP roll for you, Bosch.
Trey, I'm gonna have to borrow, I think, Xanathar's guide. That's where the Totem Warrior Barbarian is.
Okay. Bring that to you in a minute.
Okay.
What's y'all's first step?
I mean, I'm pretty excited to get my coat and Kiwi's little jeans.
Yeah, we'll stop at like a breakfast taco truck on the way to get some jackets, and then we'll go back to the castle.
Okay. You do find breakfast available closer you get to the city. There are stands and vendors of food. And oddly enough, you do find one that is specifically like this smashed corn, grain, tortillas, and just filled with meats. You find a taco truck.
Woo!
Cost you 3 gold for the 3 tacos you get.
I've got this.
Making your way into the castle ward, you do go back into the place rough around the edges where Clarice is. Oh, you're back so early. Here you go. She hands you a coat, and then she hands you the tiniest outfit that would fit a mouse.
Alright, Kiwi, come on out. Get her little clothes on her. Be very gentle. Get her little arms in.
Now you have a dressed mouse.
Alright, Kiwi, how do you feel?
Kiwi's just kind of sitting and looking at it, and then like pulling pieces of fabric with the teeth, using its hand to like organize the pants. Seems fine.
It's not like when you put on an outfit on dogs and cats and they just like fall over.
No, not that bad. Kiwi's a special mouse.
Alright, Kiwi. So I got you this new coat. You can run around wherever you want. And I'm gonna put cheese in this little compartment and some stuff over here, and I'll put like little different areas in the tunnels almost. So she has like different rooms also. Like her food room, playroom.
Yeah, checking all of the pockets, they all do like meet into the tunnel links all the pockets, and there's like a little fabric door that's held there, so it can be opened and closed by Kiwi to move freely from pocket to pocket.
I won't do this here, but once we leave, it's maybe cut like a tiny little hole in the most bottom tunnel that faces down. I was like, and then she can pee and poop out of that hole.
Of course. Very important.
Gotta think ahead of these things.
Here I was just gonna have you have a jacket filled with mouse poop.
See, I didn't want that.
You get your clothes and pay the money, and you cut a little hole for mouse breaks.
Mouse porta potty.
I take it you all head to the castle next.
Yes.
Heading back up into the castle ward. The gates are open for you. Walking up the many stairs to the almost built into mountainside castle that is Utstaud's capital. You walk through the doors, greeted by the same long hallway, pillars. A swarm of bats descends from the top and turns into an orc female that you know as Magda. Alright. We mentioned the cold thing, and yeah, it was very culty. We're gonna send some people out. Where did you find this?
It wasn't too far out of town. Again, I don't remember the exact location.
It was on the way to Roxhold. It was in the desert.
In the desert on the way to Roxhold, we remember seeing a few pillars and then some sort of like they were trying to do some sort of a resurrection ritual or something crazy. But we interrupted it.
Cool. I'm gonna send some people out there. Look around. Hell. Alright, so where'd you go?
What?
Yeah, that's you. Get in roll 20.
Sick.
Sorry, we had to put together mouse outfits.
Very important.
Okay.
And with that, now that you're actually in here, you all see a tiefling man kind of step out from the shadows, very much blended in with the surroundings until he stepped out. And once we get everything booted up, we'll go from there.
You might just need to reconnect.
Got
Did that
it.
work? There
Yep.
it is. Okay.
Oh, I need to change my zoom here. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh no.
What the heck? Sorry, I don't know what that was.
What are you doing? Are you
I
pushing
don't know, man.
buttons?
Roll 20's breaking. There it is. Okay, can y'all see me? Hello.
I mean, I can't see you, but I'm gonna reconnect now. There you are. I see you.
Alright, cool.
So, Arias, is that right? Is that how you say your
Yeah.
character's name?
Yeah.
You step out and see a group of 3 people. A large half-orc woman, a small gnome, now wizard, and a rabbit man. Describe what your character looks like to the party.
He's a blue, human-sized tiefling. He's got bright red hair. He's got like brown trench coat, pirate boots, and he's got a golden crowhead cane. He's got black eyes and then brown horns.
And then just for reasons, I don't know what I was gonna say there. You 3, describe what your characters look like.
My guy is about 3'1", has like a dark navy blue pirate jacket with a matching colored wizard hat, shoulder length red hair, very pale, with just a backpack, no real weapons, and a little holster with a book in it, a little wizard book.
The little rabbit man is just a little bit taller than Flynn is. He's wearing some purple and blue leather armor. You also see a pretty wicked bow strapped across his shoulder.
Avo is a 6'5" half orc. Square face, sharpened tusks, kind of greenish skin with gray undertones, and long black hair with like a white streak in it, and beads that look like they're probably made out of bone or something, as well as now a cool tunnel jacket.
Cool.
And with that, Magda... Oh, there you are. Alright. This guy's joining you. We need you guys to go intercept a package. So there's a box that was transferred down south to a place. I think it's called Fort Swelter.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's moving out of there. I don't know where they're taking it, but I know they're heading through the desert. And you'll need to meet them. Get that box. It has one of the pieces in it, since you already seem to know so much.
So this one's going from Roxo. Sorry, the other one, Fort Swelter. There's so many names bouncing around in my head.
Yeah, it left Yavin a few days ago. Got to Fort Swelter. We tried to have somebody pick it up, but they were stopped. So, you can prove yourselves with that. And Arias here is gonna keep an eye on you, so if anything goes down, we'll know.
Sounds reasonable. Hello, Arias, was it? Flynn Yurikin Cecilio Kite. Reach up to shake your hand.
I shake your hand and say, "Well, aren't you a little one?"
Aye.
And Rabbit over there. Yeah, I don't see too many of your kind. Where are you from?
Most of us live in the Fae now.
In the Fae. That's a forest, right?
It's more like a heavily magical version of the Prime plane. But there are cities and stuff. But yeah, I do live in the forest.
Oh. And, Thavo, I heard. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from all over. I'm from Tal'Dorei. I've lived here. I've lived everywhere. I just like to hit things really hard.
I can understand that. I, don't really settle anywhere. I kind of move around.
Yeah, I have to protect him, the tiny one. He's real squishy.
Well, all right. Let's get this package.
Yes, please leave. I have work to do. You guys can talk outside of here.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. All right, let's get going.
Psh, into a swarm of bats as the bats ascend again. Leave the main
It will
chamber.
never cease to amaze me, whatever he just did.
Scares me every time. It's so abrupt.
And you all leave the castle in the middle. What are your next steps?
Do you have a horse?
Me? No. I was just employed.
Nah. Suppose we can all head that way on horseback. If Thavo, you're all right with sharing your horse?
Well, I mean, you're small, Bosch is small, so maybe you and me, and then him and Bosch, or just one of you two.
That works. Make a little bit more time that way. So yeah, it'll be quite a journey back. See if it took us a week to get here. Might be a week, week and a half even to get close to that area. So yeah. Share some horses. Head that way. Let's do it. Save the world.
Okay. You all go and collect your horses and then duo up. Everybody's in pairs on the horses. As you all leave to Stoud. Leaving the city through the southern gate, Flynn, you do catch a glimpse. Riding by the bar called the Bar with Ale, you see that there is a succubus and an incubus kind of standing out front. The succubus makes eye contact with you as you ride by and gives you a wink.
Is that just a flirtatious wink, or is that like maybe she's one that has retained her memories type of wink?
Make an insight check.
That's a suspicious wink.
It's Flynn, dude. He needs to, like, we can't just be us three that know stuff.
It seemed to just be a flirtatious wink.
Well, good to know I still got it. Just need to be more careful next time.
And you all ride out of the city into the wilderness. Switch us over to the world map. Actually, let me do this first. Boom. 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 Beautiful. So you all leave the capital. You do know that there is desert in multiple places on the map. You know that Fort Swelter is somewhere like here, kind of by this lake. You have quite a journey to roll down there.
As my expanded favored terrain, I had chose desert this time too, so that should help us a bit.
Also, I have leveling up a new little skill too, so I might have to restart my roll 20 here in a second, but I can see super far now with my eagle spirit. So somewhere along the way, I'm gonna pull out, get my pocket, and be like, "Oh my gosh, another rock! This one's an eagle. Look at all the scratches on it, Flynn. See what I mean? This is what happens. Not magic, scratches."
Is this magical runes? Gotta do an Arcana check on this.
It's really interesting as you're riding out of the city on horseback. You see this rock get kicked up from the horse in front of you two, and Tavo just grabs it out of the air, and it's got like just this weird eagle carving on it as she shows it to you. Make an Arcana check.
See, now I need to get a new tattoo. If I say I'll have a bear on this arm like I have, and now I need to get like a big eagle.
Right. Keep it steady.
There's something to this. It's not so much Arcana in which it's runes inscribed onto something to give it a magical property. This is almost more in the sense of divine.
Out of curiosity and completely unrelated, here you go. How do you feel about divine sources of magic?
I mean, it's still magic.
Alright, just wondering. No reasons. Keep her steady.
I mean, my dad, he's real big into like worshiping this one guy, and that's kind of like his thing of like how he also can do a lot of stuff like me and people in the tribe. But I was like, Ah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But now I can see really far, so now I would have to pull it up because my character sheet won't pull up. But it's
The
like
blessings of nature.
yeah.
Wink.
But now I can see like a mile away or something like that. And then like dim light, I don't have like any disadvantages at all in dim light. I'll have to restart my roll 20 and look at it.
That's cool. I got 14 hit points now, so
Do you not have any plus to when you roll dice?
no. I get a -1. If I roll a 3, I get 2 more HP. That's what happened.
Oh no.
This is a challenge. And I'm winning, sort of.
With that, your first day does come to a close as you set up camp. A little ways outside of it, kind of on the edge of like where a small patch of desert is. You all opting to go around knowing that that's probably not where they're going. You are still in a wooded area on the edge. You set up camp. How are the watches going?
I will take first watch.
I'll take a watch as well.
Thava, you, me.
I'll take the last watch.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Make a perception check as you all have set up camp and have ate your dinners and people are laying down to get rest.
We don't have good berries anymore. We're going to have to start keeping track of our rations.
While you're on watch in the evening, there's a scurrying, shuffling that's happening very close to you. As you're peeking around, trying to get a location on whatever is moving, you notice that it's coming from Thavo.
What is that? I hear something. I guess I'll move over to Thavo and look.
Kind of gingerly walk over to Thavo as you see out of like one side of her coat as she's just face down, snoring obnoxiously. 2 little black pellets fall out of a pocket.
Oh, what? I'm gonna leave that be. That's her business. That has nothing to do with me. I back away. I'm gonna wait and ask her about that in the morning.
Okay. For the rest of your watch, you are still looking around, but watching kind of the coat lump up in sections and then move around. And then it goes flat again. And at this point, Bosch, you wake up to take your watch.
So how'd it go so far?
Okay, I have a question. What is that in Thavo's pocket?
Oh, she has a little mouse friend she carries around.
Oh, good, a mouse. A mouse. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I heard that. That scared me. Thank you.
So if you guys do get woke up, please don't just like fire into the night, and I will walk off into the darkness for the first time actually showcasing this superpower I have, and I completely vanish.
Yeah, so Narias, you would be the only one that see this. Once this rabbit folk Bosch kind of steps out of, like, hits around, I think you have sight of like 60 feet. You might have 120 as a tiefling. I don't know what it is. Once he steps out of your line of sight, just completely disappears. Almost like he turned just into smoke. But he is completely gone. And you find yourself asleep. Bosch, I need you to make a perception check. Walking around your camp in the evening, kind of just making like a really wide circle around the camp, seeing if anything catches your attention, you do notice something. You catch with your phenomenal vision this kind of tuft of fur that is stuck on a tree. And as you're walking over to inspect, you look down and you see that there are tracks, very similar to tracks you would make. You seem to have moved through this area.
Is it going like to or from the camp, or is it like they were tracks that were here before us?
There are tracks that were there before you, and with a 19 perception, they're not moving the direction you're going, and they're not really moving towards Tooth Dowd. They're moving on the map that we're looking at, south.
I'll make a mental note of that, and I'll gather up a little bit of the fluff and fur and keep it.
You stow that away. The rest of the evening is uneventful outside of night critters that are moving around. What I need to do is get rid of nighttime music. Or put on nighttime music. Put on something that's not bar music. What happened to your token, Flynn?
I moved it up so I could see.
Well, you can't, because it needs to be stuck there.
Nah.
You just have to zoom out and move around.
Don't touch the tokens.
Boss, your watch comes to an end. Thabo. Just right off the bat, you shoot up and just look around aggressively, immediately going into a perception check. There's nothing there.
I can see super fall now.
I mean, with dim light, right?
With all. Additionally, dim light doesn't impose disadvantage.
Sure. But you still only have dark vision of 60 feet, right?
Yeah. So I can see super fall in the dim light.
Okay. You sit around the camp. Nothing seems to show itself.
I'm gonna clean the little poop hole every night too. Make sure, you know, Kiwi has a nice little bathroom.
What do you use to clean that? Do you have Q-tips on hand?
Probably. I'll probably use like a little bit, some water or something. I'll use like a piece of like crappy fabric or leaves or something.
Okay. Yeah, you pull the stem off a leaf and just kind of like poke at your custom-made porta-potty hole for a mouse in your coat. And at this point, the sun is rising, and everybody awakens to Thavo poking at one of her pockets with a leaf stem.
I don't even question it. I just do my stretches and my 10 push-ups.
Oh wow, you got to 10 push-ups now.
Getting stronger.
I will get up and ask Goodberry for everybody.
Oh, you
and
can do
hand them
that
all
too.
out. Yeah, it's really, really helpful, especially out here in the desert.
Yeah, no, Bill used to do that. I assume that, very cool. Alright.
You all eat good berries that sustain you for the day.
I'm gonna give Kiwi half a coffee bean. And then I'm gonna smash up the other part of a coffee bean. Just kind of like chew on it. It's gonna be like dip almost. I'm gonna try to crush it up with a rock, and then I'm just gonna like put it in my lip. So I have half a coffee bean dip.
Caffeine dip.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that mouse wearing clothing?
Oh yeah, I got a little denim outfit. Courtesy of Bosch.
Okay. That's
Can't have a
really
but-
actually cool.
Yeah, you can't have an appropriate adventuring party without style, you know.
Yes.
You know, you got wonderful boots and a jacket. Very good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I spend a lot of time and money on my boots and jacket.
Oh yeah.
It is funny, now that this conversation is happening, Horace, you notice that you and Flynn are dressed very similarly. Almost as if you got the clothes from the same person.
Is that from... I'm sorry, I just noticed your jacket. Is that from Rough Around the Edges? My favorite place to get clothing.
It's really good. No. I had some like this, not as good quality, back in Yavin, and then it got incinerated. So Clarice helped me out and made this very wonderful.
She's such a nice lady, isn't she?
Too nice. I felt bad that we put her through tiny mouse clothing making, but hey, if you're good at something, you gotta stretch your boundaries.
Yeah. Alright, well.
The rest of your travels do go on without a hitch. You all travel for a week until you hit the westernmost side of this continent on this map.
Imagine Kiwi just day one was just zooming through those tunnels.
Yeah, you see, like, as you're riding through that day with a caffeine junkie mouse, there's like pieces like just shooting off the shoulder where the mouse has like hit a curve in the tunnel and just smashed into it and is now like shooting little spots off of the jacket as you're riding in the horse. Flynn, you are continuously dodging the jacket that is being like launched out at your face while riding a horse.
I probably have to cast Mage Armor on myself at one point to not get a black eye.
Oh, that's all. If I notice that, I will freak out and accidentally shove Flynn off of a horse.
And he's dead.
No, I got 14 now.
He falls, tumbles. You get back on the horses and ride to the desert.
You know the rules, Flynn.
Well, tell Kiwi to stop punching me in the face.
Kiwi's just having a good time.
You know it's not a good time. A bloody nose.
Jeez. Dabo was right, you really are squishy, huh? A bloody nose from a mouse?
Yeah, why do you think I try so hard to be good at magic? It's not as if I could punch anyone real hard, except for a fly, which I've done. Smash that bitch.
True. In and out of game.
Arriving at the edge of the desert at the end of this week. How do you go about finding this caravan, wagon, whatever it is, carrying this item?
I guess we look for roads or whatever, see if we can see any tracks that are fresh or something.
Okay. You all begin looking for tracks. Not a lot of roads out here in this desert. It is a lot of just sand. You can make a perception check, Norias, if you want.
Where does mine have two
I
numbers?
would help him.
Yeah, you can roll separately since you are proficient in the desert. I'll set that up for you when we take our break here in a minute, Jack. You can set it to a single roller advantage.
That would add another 3 to that. Since it's my favorite terrain, I can double my proficiency in that.
Nice. Yeah, so the two of you are looking for tracks out in the desert. riding through. Nereus, since you are the first one looking, you do see that there's like a common way kind of up ahead, deeper into the desert. Now as the heat is starting to pick up and become more and more hot, you see a place where a lot of traversal has happened. Kind of cleared out sandbanks. It's made like little walls on the sides to where it hits this smooth brown stone. Pointing that out, and having Bosch, who is a desert master, both of you hop off your horses while Flynn and Thavo are riding in circles around you. Bosch, you can identify, impressively enough, in the desert, the more recent tracks. It does seem that they've gone more northward compared to where you're at. Almost like they're following where the desert and wooded area meets. You, with your knowledge of desert, knows that the sand becomes less of an obstacle closer to the wooded areas as it begins to level out, turn more into stone and dirt, with sprouts of grass coming through. With your 19 perception, I will say these look like they're about 2 days old.
I will relay that to everybody and direct us in that direction.
Now having a trail to follow, you all follow that. I mean, there's no more continuous rolls for that because Bosch is going to lead you since he knows the desert.
Flynn will take a look at the map and see if there's any town marked up in that direction that the tracks are going.
Following this up the desert, kind of in the route that you see this going, there are no towns up here. You know, there are riverways and ocean up towards that northern spot, but there's not a city that is marked anywhere for you.
Oh, interesting.
On horseback, you move pretty quickly. You don't see anything out of the ordinary while following these tracks on the first day. Towards the end, do you all want to set up camp? Or do you want to keep going and following the tracks?
What's your think? You think we need to keep going, trying to close the gap?
They will probably stop for the night, so if we keep going in the night, we could close the gap quite a bit. It'll be scary, but it can be done.
I'm alright with the risk.
Alrighty then. Thavo, Bosch, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd be fine with keeping going.
Probably got a couple more hours in us. We can maybe speed up a little bit on the horses.
Riding into the night. Most of you with solid vision for when it comes to nighttime can see the tracks that you're following. And you continue. It gets close to like the midnight. The two moons are above you, the one permanently stuck in the center and one rotating, have almost like aligned, signaling that it's probably close to the turning of a new day. Who has the best dark vision?
I have it out to 120 feet.
Yeah, mine's the basic, same as these other two, so I do believe that'd be the Bosch there.
Bosch, make a perception check for me. in the direction of these tracks, you can see pretty close to you now. Flipping past the 120, now probably around about 50 feet away from you. On the other side of some rocks and debris that is stacked up, you see that there is firelight. Looking like a campfire is set up on the other side of this.
I'll stop us and whisper that to everybody else.
Well, you can do your fancy go invisible in the shadows trick. You willing to creep up and give us a count of how many there are?
Yeah, I can do that. I will cast Pass Without a Trace on myself and sneak up to the camp.
Okay. It's a pretty quick movement since you are not too far from it. You kind of outskirt, sticking to the shadows to get a visual on the camp. Mega stealth check with your +1,000,000 and everything. And advantage because you're invisible. Yeah, nobody knows you're there. Looking around, you do see a wagon. A covered wagon. This stained purple wood with this black trim around the edges of it. And then on the other side of that, you see that there is a campfire next to some rocks, and you see 4 humanoids kind of sat around it.
Go get him, Levy.
Somebody probably pooped in our yard. That is your visual, and since we're at that point, and Levy's losing her mind, we'll go ahead and take our break there.
Hey, break time.
So, hi, YouTube, we'll be back. Push buttons or something on the YouTube page, I think is what you do. Oh, she's mad. So furious out there. If you push the buttons on YouTube, Levy will stop being mad. He's really mad about that, specifically.
coming back on?
Alright, good job, everybody. We're back. That's how you come back from break, right? You do hand things?
That's how you do hand things.
Interpretive hand dancing.
Well, we left off with you, Bausch. Up top, looking at this camp from a good angle. See the wagon. You assume this is it? What are you doing?
I'll sneak back to everyone and tell them how many people are there. Just give them a rundown on what they look like.
Okay.
What do they look like? You said just 4 humanoids?
There are 4 humanoids. Bosch has super vision, so 2 of them are very hardy, big deeds.
Okay.
One is a female in like medium armor, and another is like a human male in what looks like heavy armor.
Can I say that I casted mage armor on myself as Bill's Rabosh was scouting?
Yeah, you have plenty of time to do that.
Yeah.
Can I ask how tall these rocks are that they're around them?
Yeah, I mean, they're all decently tall. Get you back here. We're just chit-chatting with them. But they're decently tall. They're like 10-15 feet off the ground. Which is why they were blocking visual.
Well, I say we get in place and then we attack.
Hey, hold up. We're trying to retrieve a package, correct? I have this thing called Mage Hand. Maybe I can open the caravan or something and snoop around for a little bit.
Try to avoid a conflict, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
So I don't get to smash people.
You can be ready to smash people in case it doesn't work.
I'm always ready.
If we want to go that route, I can disguise myself as some old wanderer, see if they'll let me sit by the fire, have a little conversation, distract them as you do your magic. Hopefully they won't think too hard about an old man. See if that works.
Yeah. We can try it. Alright, since my mage hand is only a minute, you might want to do your disguise self, and then I'll like try to move up behind this rock or something, so I would just be a little bit closer to the caravan.
Sounds good. I will cast Disguise Self on myself. And as long as Bosch and Babo aren't voicing any objections about this plan, that's totally going to go off without a hitch.
Yeah, I'll just move over here to this rock in case I need to sprint in.
I will place myself closer to Narias in case things go south.
Okay. Flynn, who are you disguising yourself as?
Old Man Flynn.
Gooby. Do Gooby.
I am going to do Gooby, actually. I'm going to be a short version of Gooby. To be an old little lady.
Okay. You take form, casting Disguise Self. As you're walking up, the 3 of you watch as Flynn kind of shimmers in his form, and then just like a little wave of energy covers over him as he has now taken the form of a wandering, very old woman. You begin to move up and take your place. I'll let you move your token wherever you're going.
Yeah, I'll get to like this direction going left, and as I'm approaching, I'm gonna go. Hello there. Hello. Just slowly make my way around cautiously.
Okay. While you're doing that, I need the... Pavo, you're too far out. Bosch and Norias, both of you make stealth checks with advantage since there's a distraction going on.
I also have my additional 5 from Pass Without a Trace.
I thought it was 10 for Pass Without a Trace.
I did too.
Or 10, yeah.
So just a 32, whatever. They hear you because you're so quiet that it does the reverse and it makes noise. The two of you, they don't seem to notice you with the old woman making her way around the bend. As you are calling out hello, you hear a voice call out back to you. Reveal yourself. Who's there?
Hi. Just come out around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to startle you. I just noticed there was a fire here, and I thought maybe I'd just rest my weary legs for a mere moment.
You can't do that here, unfortunately. You need to keep moving.
Oh. Okay, very well. Sorry to disturb you. Do you mind telling me what direction this all smelled, huh?
The opposite way that you've just come from.
Goodness gracious me. Been traveling for so many days, I got turned around in sand.
While this is going on, Norias, Bosch, what are you two doing?
While Flynn is making contact, I will cast Mage Hand, and then, I guess, stealthily move the hand over and try to open up the caravan. Like a little door or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are there doors on it? What does it look like?
Well, at this angle, you can just see the front of it, where the people driving the horses are. You can summon your mage hand at the back of the wagon, but that's as far as you can move it since it is only 30 feet. So you will have to move closer to do this.
Okay. I guess I'll move up just to the edge of this rock.
Okay.
Just so, like, where I can't see this first person right there, and they probably can't see me.
Yeah. You rolled high enough on your stealth, you're good. So you cast Mage Hand. Mage Hand appears at the back of the wagon.
Now, how does Mage Hand work? Do I have to see it, or does, like, it do its own thing?
You control the hand, so you have to see it.
Okay. So, I'm at the wrong end.
Yes, you are.
Can I stealthily move up around the back of the caravan? Would that be something I could do?
Yeah. Roll another stealth check when you move out into the open.
At advantage or no?
Yes, at advantage.
Okay, so I'm around the back of the caravan, and then I casted my mage hand. So now can I see, like, the door there?
Yeah, you can see the door.
Okay, so I'll, instead of opening the door myself, I'll take the little mage hand and open the door.
Okay. Yeah, you see
And then-
the back of this wagon has two doors that are both latched. It seems like they have turning handles that will open up.
I'll try to open it, like, as slowly as possible, just in case it might have a creak or something.
Sure. You turn one of the handles and open the door. It does hold open. Now the back of the wagon is open.
Can I see inside at all?
From your angle, no.
Okay. And all the people at the campfire, they're looking towards Flynn, right? The opposite direction from me.
At the moment, yes.
Okay, I guess I'll try to like get into the caravan stealthily.
Okay.
Another stealth check.
You're good.
All right, I'm inside of it now, right?
Yeah, you're inside. And at this moment, we cut back to Flynn, who is talking to this guard. Man, you need to leave. Head back the way you came.
I have 8 silver pieces. If I could just please have a drink of water, and I will be on my way.
Need you to leave. And you see him, like, place his hand on his sword.
Ha! You have failed this test!
And I'm gonna. So I just got at level 6. I can change the illusion. I'll put it up there
Okay.
for you. So if it's a duration of a minute or longer, I can change the nature of the illusion. So I'm gonna make myself look green, like a green witch.
Okay.
You can't even show kindness to an old woman! A curse on all your houses!
And I'm gonna cast fly on myself and just fly up into the air and fly the opposite direction.
Okay. You turn into a witch, cast a curse, then cast fly, and then you just fly away as the knight that was talking to you still has a hand on a sword, is now just puzzled, looking at you fly away, and then looks at the rest of the group. Okay. And then you can move your token wherever you're going as you fly the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to keep their attention on me. I might like swoop in like 5 seconds, just be like,
Don't forget my warning!
Okay. So instead of flying away, as you swoop back in to distract them, what's happening? You see the 2 larger guys pull out these small hand axes, and the knight bends down and picks up a crossbow. Yep. As you swoop back in, you have 2 axes flying at you, a crossbow shot, and a spell being cast. Only plus an extra 5 on that, so the 2 hand axes are 10. Does not hit you.
nope.
They go flying off into the distance. You see them just like sail off into the darkness. The heavy crossbow. 16 on the crossbow.
Soon as Flynn gets hit, I would like to run in there.
I'm gonna cast shield. So the crossbow bolt will bounce off my arcane shield.
Okay.
Okay. Cast shield. It reflects the arrow, and then you have a guiding bolt that's only a 14 that misses. So you're just flying around, distracting this group as they're trying to hit you out of the air.
Hold on. I can't remember how much mage armor gives me off the top of my head since stuff changed.
+5.
13 plus dex. And I already used shield. No, the 14's actually going to hit me.
Shield lasts until the next round, until the beginning of your next
Oh,
turn.
okay, then we're good, yeah. So my AC is 19 now. I thought it was just a one and done thing.
Yeah. So you
Oh, cool.
reflect all these spells and projectiles as you're flying around yelling curses.
Ha ha ha! You trivials! You cannot harm me with your mortal weapons!
Arias, you're in the back of a wagon. Make a perception check. Or I guess this would be investigation to try and find something.
Oh, sorry, that was an advantage. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
And
It worked.
investigation. Oh, you said it'll work? Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I can still see the number you roll.
okay.
With your investigation, you kind of root around in the back as you are now hearing shouting and cackling of what sounds like a witch flying around in the sky. And just kind of like these off explosions. The crossbow. Just over and over again as something's going on out there. It takes you a minute, but you do end up finding a longer chest, maybe like about 5 feet long. It's made of metal. You can see that it's like a banded metal. You see where it was welded together. It's a very crude looking box, but it's there.
Now, I don't know what this package is, right?
You do not know.
Okay. I'm just guessing at this point. There's a chest, right? I guess I open the chest. Or can I scan for traps first?
You can, yeah. Make an investigation check to look for traps.
Oh, that's great. Great.
Yeah, you kind of scan this crude box on the outside. Like, its appearance is so crude that you don't see any way that like a trap would be hidden in it.
Okay. I guess I open the box.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. There it is.
Nice. Save.
Okay, so what happened?
Oh, not that.
Oh.
Give me just a second.
It's just blue ink that came out and stained you, but you're already blue, so you're fine.
You take 10 points of damage as you roll backwards and this box. Bosch, flying witch in the sky, and Thavo, you see the top of this wagon. Like, mushroom cloud explode as there is now smoke coming out of it.
I would like to immediately jump up on the rock.
Okay. And with nobody doing anything, let's roll initiative. Oh, okay. Thavo's running. So you run in. Everybody roll initiative.
Run and yell, I am the curse upon your house!
Flynn has a background as a performer. He's gotta do something.
I should actually have 3 more added to my initiative roll.
Do we get like a surprise round?
No.
Oh.
There's a witch flying through the sky, and a wagon just blew up. I think they know something's happening, so you're not really surprising them. With that, we have initiative. Let me put on combat music. That kicks off battle. As Thavo, you run in, Bosch, you hop up on a rock, get into position, and Lynn, you're flying around as a witch. It starts out with one of the berserkers. This guy is going to... going to get right there and make attacks. Reckless. 21 to hit.
Yup.
12 points of slashing damage. You're not raging, so you don't have that.
I still take half damage from the bear. Because I'm resistant to all damage except psychic.
Can you put that up?
Yeah.
While raging,
Oh, shit, sorry.
you take 12 points of slashing damage as this great axe comes swinging down and cuts you across the shoulder. That ends its turn. Narias, you were just blown up in a wagon. It is filled with smoke. You're coughing wildly. There's a chest that is in ruin on the inside of this. There's now a hole through the ceiling, so you can see the night sky where all the smoke is funneling out. And the door is still cracked open behind you, so you can see that conflict has started. What are you doing?
As I am on my butt, I figure, okay, that was a trap. I guess I burst out the door and then run around back to gather myself after I was just blown up.
Okay.
And then
You come out like soot covered like a cartoon and are just running and leaving like these clouds of soot behind you.
and then I hear all the fighting, and then I guess I move back in front of the thing, cause yeah. And I'll shoot my short bow at this the first lady, the closest one here.
Okay.
Short bow.
That definitely hits.
Now, how do I deal damage?
Just click the button in chat, in the chat box that says 21 short bow. Just click short bow, and it'll roll the damage.
Oh, okay.
9 piercing damage. So you kind of jump out, covered in soot, dust yourself, and like just get visual coughing out all this, and then duck back around the corner and pull an arrow and shoot at the nearest target to you. Sinking into the back shoulder, now somebody knows you're there. Deal 9 points of damage. I will say that is probably all you can do as far as movement and action. Do you have a bonus action you can use?
Mm-mm.
Alrighty. Goes to another berserker, so I will hold off on that. Yeah, he would just stand up next to the half-orc next to him. That's what he's doing. He is making a reckless attack. 19. Another 13 slashing damage to you as you are now being harried by 2 great axes. 2 muscly people swinging axes. That's it for them. Bosh, you're up.
I would like to Hunter's Mark the whatever that guy is.
Which one? Okay, the priest.
That guy right there.
Y'all?
And then I'll take my tax.
Go for it.
Am I in darkness up on top of that rock?
No, you are not. You would be in dim light. That definitely hits. Okay. So the first one hits. The next one definitely hits. 5, another 5, okay. That one misses.
And that would be it for me.
So you also, revealing yourself with the bow, release a series of 3 arrows. The first 2 sinking in, and the first one kind of landing between the legs as she is turning kind of in the direction of both of you, now being shot from 2 different angles. It's your turn. Thavo, you are up.
Like to relentlessly rage or recklessly rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to the guy between me and Bosch.
You do already have advantage on them because they went reckless, so you do not have to do reckless.
I thought I also got something else bonus. Okay, I won't do that then.
You have the one where you can take a negative and get more damage. That's the other one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go for him first. 2 big old great sword attacks.
Definitely
Well,
hits.
12 and 14.
That one hits too.
All right.
So 12 and 15 is 27 points of damage. And this was the far guy, right?
Yeah.
Takes a big chunk of damage as you swing out in retaliation with your great sword as you're being attacked from 2 different angles. Anything else for you? I think that's all you can do because your bonus action is to rage, right?
Yeah. Just be like, if you run, your houses won't be cursed.
After what the damage they've done to you, I don't think they're that worried about your curses.
Oh, it's not her curse she needs to worry about.
That's all I got.
Next is the priest, who is going to... Yeah, sure. Heal 12. And take a movement to... go right there. Can't cast 2 spells. So that is it. That'll end her turn. Goes to you, flying witch of the sky.
Now you have fucked up! And I'm gonna fly 60 feet.
Okay.
Way the heck back here. Just way back here. Just really get away from all that. And... oh. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So in that little spot right there, y'all are gonna see a nice orange beam of light hit this bit right there. That there's gonna be a fireball.
Dex saves. Seven and 14.
No. Does it also hit the mage? It should.
Yeah, that's both of them rolling. 7 and 14.
It should just get the one to the left of Thabo as well.
Where did you put it?
Like right there. So it would get all 3 of these boys. If it goes around the rock, I figured it would. But that can be your call.
I mean, I'll say it's the damage is going to be halved because it's around a corner, but it will fill that area. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll your damage. I will roll for the other guy.
It specifically says it spreads around corners.
Okay. I'll take 21. as the priest has fallen to 0 hit points as that beam of energy blows up and kind of scatters all of the fireplace and illuminating the entire area. Now small shrubberies and stuff are just on fire as it is a black wasteland on that side of the map after the fireball makes contact.
That's all I got.
Okay. It is the night. He is going to drop a potion in the downed priest. Bringing her up to 6 and end up right there. That is his turn. That goes back to the top with a berserker. Gonna shift down and try and fight the muscle. Since there's not much they can do about a flying witch. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
7 reduced to 3. Slashing damage to you as you get attacked by a berserker. That's it for him. Marias, you're up.
Okay. So nobody's looking at me anymore. They're all looking at Thavo and around the corner. So, I guess I'll run up to the 2 dudes on Thavo and I will cast. Let's see. Now I'll probably hit her then. Can I just use my rapier on him? I guess I'll just hit him with my rapier.
Y'all. I think 14 hits. Yeah, 14 hits.
Nice. A
And
total of 4 piercing damage.
you have
Now-
sneak attack, don't you?
Yeah, I do have sneak attack. You have to be near an ally, right?
Yep. So you get it.
Okay, and first you deal an extra 3d6.
I think you can just click the button and it'll roll if you click your sneak attack on your character sheet.
There it is.
13 points of damage.
Not bad. And then yeah, I guess that's it. That's it for me.
How do rogues work again? Can you make a bonus action attack? Or does that have to be an offhand weapon? That's an
I
offhand weapon.
think-
Never mind. I'm dumb. Okay.
You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. Section can only be used to take the dash just in case. Okay, so I can like run away and hide or whatever.
You'd be able to run away,
As
because you'd have to disengage unless you want an opportunity attack. But that's up to you.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'll stay here.
Okay. Goes to the other berserker on the other side. He is going to move to here and recklessly attack you, Norias. $11.
And that doesn't hit.
Swings wide and you duck under the giant axe as that is its turn. Boss, you're up.
So with my hunter's mark,
Mhm.
it says when a target drops to 0, now that they've been healed, would that still apply for me to be able to move my hunter's mark to a new person?
Yeah, they would hit 0 and it would kind of like separate, so you'd be able to move it this turn.
All right. I would like to move it to the Berserker just to the right of Thavo, and I'll take my attacks on him.
Definitely hits. 9 points of damage. That one misses, though. Can't crit on monsters. And another 6, so... Math. 8 plus 6 is 14?
Yeah.
14. 14 points of damage.
That is it for me.
Yeah, so you take 2 quick shots in the direction as Narias next to you. You see this kind of like dark of energy swarm around it as the hunter's mark takes hold, and then release 2 arrows that zip right by your head, Narias, as they sink into the guy. And as he's raising up a great axe, you see the arrow kind of sink through the hand, and through the axe, so now it's just stuck to his hand.
Axe is just bound to his hand forever now.
That ends.
Well, for the rest of his life, for sure.
Thavo, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna go with this guy to the right still. And
Okay.
let me know how my first one does.
You don't have advantage on this unless you reckless, because he did not reckless last time.
I will reckless then.
Definitely hits.
21.
16 points of damage.
He's still up.
Oh yeah.
Alright, then I'm gonna go at him again.
Swing out.
$16 for 10.
That one hits as well. Looking bad. As you take 2 more giant swings at this berserker, doing damage to him. He's looking pretty worn down at the moment.
That's all I got.
Right on. He's gonna move here. He's gonna... What's he gonna do?
I think you got the same song stuck in your head, Nick, when he said that.
That priest is thick.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk?
Just gonna throw up a spiritual weapon behind you. Bosh. Find a token for that. There is a spiritual weapon. I do. It's a 13 to hit.
Just misses.
Yes, misses. This weapon. Look here. Okay. And then since that is a bonus action, going to use an action. Go ahead and have another potion. Another 8. Ends the priest's turns. Flynn, you're way up there.
Can I see this fella from my angle? I'm say I probably flew up about 40 feet at the start of everything.
Sure.
Do they? Yeah. No. Fireball. I'm gonna shoot a fireball down there.
Okay.
I saw her disappear around the corner. I assume she's nearby. Just gonna last spell slot for that one. Fireball.
Okay. Doing one.
Wrong button. Hold on a second.
I cast Fly on them again. 24.
Love seeing all those dice.
And with that, the priest is down again. That guy's still up. As another explosion takes place, and now there's rocks exploding. Where did you place it?
I did like a straight shot from me to basically him. Because I didn't know where she was, so I was like, maybe it'll keep going.
Okay.
Like right there, like right. It basically hit him. If that's a good angle. So I think everybody else will be safe.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's it. Another explosion takes place, making another wasteland where sand is no longer present and it's just blackened stone.
And I'll be like, you still have a chance to surrender! That's my turn.
Hey, it's the knight's turn. This has gone too. Ooh. He is going to move 10 feet here and shoot at you with a crossbow. It's not good with a crossbow. 18.
Shield.
Okay. You throw up shield again. Flex the arrow, and he moves back into his hidey hole. Ends his turn. Back to Berserker. Swing out on Thavo. Ooh, my feet's there. With Reckless. 20.
Yeah.
6 points of slashing damage to you. Ends its turn. Arias, you're up.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands on the dude to the right. Angling the cone away from Thavo. And it won't hit Bosch, because he's, like, on the rock, right?
Put it up and we'll find out.
Cast at what level? Level 6? Right?
I mean, the level that you are.
Okay, so level 6.
Can you put up Burning Hands? Oh, it's right here. Got it. No, it would be like, what's your highest level spell slot?
2.
It would be at level 2.
Okay. Alright, let me cast it again at level 2.
No, it will not hit Bosch, since it is a 15-foot cone. It will just hit that guy, because it won't spread further until afterwards. So that guy needs to make a dex save.
And then that's a spell slot. So now I only have 2.
Half, so 18. 9. Takes 9 points of damage. As everybody's on fire. Anything else for you, Nerise?
You know, I think I will take the cunning action thingy.
Okay.
Whatever, and then back up around here.
Nice. Alright, so you disengage after holding your hands out and casting just this cone of fire that kind of engulfs this guy, and now there's just like flames sitting on his shoulder as you disengage and run away. It's the other berserker's turn. You left, so he's just gonna swing at you, Thavo. He's just gonna get back in his spot. Swing at you. $13. You bring up your great axe against their great axe, and you kind of like hit blades and shear it away as he was trying to get the drop on you by sneaking up behind you. Does not hit. Berserker, alright, it's Berserker. Bosch, you're up.
I'll take my 2 shots again at the same berserker.
Okay. That one hits. 11 points. He's still up. Definitely hits. Another 9. He is still up. Both of them look terrible.
I would like to use my bonus action to do my little rabbit hop and hop over here to the stone that everybody's gathered around.
Okay.
I believe that's called a bunny hop.
It's called Bunny Hop, please. And you, with no effort, just kind of fly over the combat happening under you.
The fire and the arrows and
Just a little green speck that just keeps doing this like a flea.
And I'm done.
Okay. Thavo, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to recklessly keep raging, and I'll get the first hit to this guy to my right.
Okay. Definitely hits.
23.
He's gone.
10. Then I'll turn around and be like, your turn! To this
Mhm.
next guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I'm strong. 22!
Definitely hits. How do you kill 2 berserkers with a greatsword?
Oh, man. Since the guy to the right, he has the axe stuck to his hands, basically. I'll relieve him of that burden and cut his hands off. And then the second guy said it was his turn, so you know what? I'm just gonna cut hands. Cutting hands. Cutting hands kind of day.
Cutting everybody's hands off. As both of them are rearing up with their axes, you take a swoop down and then bring it through and come back up behind you, and both of their hands just lop off. And now they're just nubbies as they're screaming and then fall down and die.
as his blood is pouring out of their arteries.
Both of them are up.
I run around to see for my next 10, 15, 20. I'll run up to this guy over here. And
Okay.
just say an intimidating hello. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. It's very charismatic.
Yes. He is a bit distracted from dying and being blown up with fireballs all over the place, but you say hello. Glenn, you're up.
I'm gonna... Yeah. Just gonna hover around. I'm going to ready a ray of frost to shoot him with. And say... I don't know about her, but I'm gonna give you another chance to surrender. Do anything. I'm going to cool you off. So if if he tries to attack, I'll just shoot him with a ray of frost. Just see how this plays out. Holding that action.
You hold your action, and then right when it gets to his turn, he just says, "No surrender," and then brings the sword up. You can make your held action attack.
All right, I am relieved of any guilt. That is all I wanted, to not be guilty. Let's do that, and then we're gonna do this. Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Oh, buddy.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, he brings the greatsword up to swing down on Tavo, and then just freezes in place like a statue with the sword above his head. He gone.
I told him to chill out.
You lose your inspiration point.
Shit. Come on, I'm a witch. I'm acting.
And for the moment, you're out of combat. You have eliminated the caravan guard.
Like to search these old boys.
Okay.
And I'll search the caravan.
Yeah, I want to look at the berserkers at night. Got any cool weapons or stuff on them?
Bosch, Thavo, Norias, make investigation checks.
About right.
Okay, Bosch and Thavo, they have the worst gear that's ever been imagined. It is just basic equipment. Thavo, you rolled higher, so you find 15 gold pieces.
Alright, now I'm really rolling back in it.
But digging through the pockets of these while you're investigating the bodies, there are remnants of things in their pockets and other objects, but they have all been seared to just ash as you're pulling out like clumps of ash from pockets and bags.
Okay.
And Norias, you get into the back of the wagon, still kind of fuming, smoke slowly trickling out. You go back to where the chest was, and there's no objects or anything just placed on the floor. There is a spinning circle of dark energy about 3 foot across. Kind of this black with like these spindrels of purple looking like a pinwheel, one of those, kind of like slowly rotating and just pulsating some sort of magical presence in front of you.
Hey guys, what is this package supposed to be? What have y'all not told me? As I scream out of the back of the caravan.
I've just been kind of 60 feet in the air, surveying, making sure we're not getting closed in on any more people.
Make a perception check.
Supposed to look like a steak thingy.
Steak. You might want to come look at this.
Flynn flying up above. You don't see any sources of light outside of y'all. It is the middle of the night right now. You don't see anything.
Then I'll float down to the wagon and see what's going on.
You're greeted with the same visual, a swirling dark mass of magic, like 3 feet across. Just a circle. Purple little tendrils kind of like mixed in, looking like a pinwheel.
And so is the chest still there, or is this...
Everything in
place?
here is destroyed. Everything is blown up, and the remnants on the inside are just like this spinning circle of magic.
Is this something I recognize, or shall I spend 10 minutes to do detect magic?
Make an Arcana check. It seems to be some sort of pocket dimension. Looks like the portal into some sort of storage or holding a separate dimension.
I think it's either some sort of pocket dimension. Good or bad, I'm not sure. Could have been some sort of a defense mechanism.
Pocket dimension, you mean like our bag of holding?
Possibly. I know some mages have their own little secret pockets in reality that they keep important things in. This one looks a little bit more ominous. If we've got a moment, I would like to detect magic ritual on this thing, just to make sure there's nothing harmful about it. And if they'll allow me, I'll start setting up a detect magic ritual.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess there's not much I can do. I need a new jacket. It kind of wrecked mine. This bomb.
10 minutes pass.
During those 10 minutes, I'm fixing my hair.
Cleaning out all the dust and soot from the explosion in there. You get it pretty good. Detect magic. This is magic.
What kind?
They pull up the schools of magic. I believe it's enchantment magic. Let me make sure. Oh, it's illusion magic. What it is.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna think of a Skaldorth and reach in.
You reach in. There's not really anything to reach into, but you think of this Galadorth, and it's just sitting on the ground in here, under this illusion. You feel the bottom of the wagon, as there's the piece. Just sitting under an illusion spell.
Ah, here we are. You can't out-magic a magician.
Or a witch.
Yeah, I do still look like a witch. This lasts for an hour, and I'm getting my full use of this spell slot. Alright, this is what we're looking for here. I'm surprised they didn't tell you about this.
He just told me to watch over and make sure no funny business happened.
Well, I mean,
I mean, it's
Look at
happened
me.
the whole time. Yeah. First an old lady, and now a witch, and then this weird cantrip.
so if I like go down into this illusion, can I? Is it just a Skaldorf sitting there, or is there any? Did the chest get completely destroyed, or did it just look like it was destroyed because of the illusion?
The chest was completely destroyed.
Okay. Well, we've got this. Unfortunately, we don't have a lead box to put it in, but just throw it in the bag of holding for now, and hopefully we don't get ambushed by anyone on the way back. I kind of feel bad. I really didn't want to kill these people, but
Didn't we still have the lead box made for us, though? Or
no
did we?
other reality.
Okay,
Because yeah, we never picked it up
gotcha.
before we moved on. I don't think we did.
I don't think you did either. I was just making sure.
You were having it made when the other piece got taken. And then you just never picked it up.
Alright, well, good job. Mission accomplished, everything's okay. I mean, they wouldn't even stop to help an old lady with a glass of water, so I don't feel terribly bad about it.
I blew up their nice wagon. I kind of wanted it.
Well, is he still functional on the outside? What the wheels look like? Does it look like it could still go if we tied our horses to it?
I mean, yeah, it could still move. Everything is fine. It's just the interior's been blown up and the roof has a hole in it.
If you really want, Rice, we can hook up the ponies to it, and then, you know, you can keep it and help you get it fixed. I've got some gold.
That would be very nice. I'd probably just sell it the moment we got back into town, but I'll split the coins.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We've got time.
Alrighty.
So, should we just camp here, or should we go a little bit of ways?
Well, the fire is still going. We can use it.
You're welcome. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna bury these bodies. Yeah, I'm gonna start digging some holes.
Okay. You dig some
I'll
holes?
help you. But when I dig holes, I would like to make a separate hole for the hands.
Okay. You dig 4 large holes to bury bodies, and then you dig a smaller hole to bury hands.
Did you all already check the mage? Does she have anything good?
Oh, don't look at her.
I haven't touched
see.
it.
I'll see if there's any magical items that survive the flames on the magic user.
Go make an investigation check. Nice. You root around. A lot of the exterior stuff is like the other bodies where they were destroyed. You do find a regular healing potion, so the 2d4+2 variety. And with a crazy 26, you find a pocket that is enchanted on this lady's outfit that kept some things unsinged. Let me find what is in here. You find what is, in simplicity, the invoice and directions on where to go. You see that they were heading to the northern coast to deliver it to a ship that is waiting for them. And then outside of that, in this magical pocket, are like spell components, stuff like that.
Just
So
add
were
to
we
my components pouch, and that'd be good.
Right.
accept the package, take it, and then take it back to the guy, or what were we supposed to do?
Stop him from getting the package. I know that your people really want this, but now I'm wondering if we should dig deeper, figure out why these people want it so much. Well, I know why. but I guess more of who they are on the north. Which family lives north?
I believe that is the Yeltons. Traveler is East Bride. East Bride is up there.
They're the Hellish Plain, and then Davenler's the Sword Coast, Yelton's Taldore. Those people.
Yep.
Then again, they're probably just hired to transport, so they're probably just middle people. Might be good enough just to get the piece back and the invoice here. So, job well done.
How did you lose the first piece you had?
Hidden under the floorboards of our home. The moment, almost exactly the moment after we took it out, we were attacked by a giant monster. Tried to steal it, and then while we were distracted, someone snuck in and teleported it away. Still never figured out who it was. Which is why I'd like to put this in a lead box as soon as possible, or get it to where it needs to go. But if someone is aware of this, there are magical means of looking in on it and figuring out we have it. So I'd say for the time being, on our way back, we are extra vigilant in our night watches. Just get plenty of rest. Make sure we're not ambushed.
Speaking of rest, do you want to rest next to the fire that they had made for us, and you graciously hit with the fireball?
That seems alright to me, honestly. Unless two of you would rather venture off a little bit farther away and do our own thing, but I didn't see anyone nearby, and this doesn't seem like a place that people travel at nighttime.
I mean, I'm fine with staying here.
Yeah, it should be okay.
Alright. Let's tidy up a bit, put some sand over here, and get some well-deserved shut-eye.
Okay. So you all rest at the camp. You bring the horses from down the road a little ways over to the camp. Hitch them to that wagon. Get everything ready to go. Rest comes easy. You all take turns taking watches. Nothing out of the ordinary. You wake up a little bit later in the day. Pretty much when the sun wakes you up with the heat that's in this desert. But you eventually get up. After an uneventful evening. What's the next step?
Do I still have my bag of holding?
Nope.
So all our HPs goes up and our spell slots.
Yeah, you get everything back after a long rest. Yeah, you still have your bag of holding.
Good. Suppose we just start heading our way back, yeah? So this was the only other one that I was aware of, so the two that I know of are secure. Which is a step in the right direction.
The wagon.
Oh yeah, let's get that wagon.
You guys hitch up to the wagon, and you now have a exploded interior covered wagon of purple stained wood and a dark, almost black trim to it.
So
I'll be back there, prestidigitationing up some nice cleans, making it look good, a little more presentable for a buyer. We got time.
Yeah, over the next week, you do clean it up pretty well. There's still a giant hole in the roof, but the rest of it is cleaned by the time. That spell, the illusion spell that was on the ground, eventually fades a couple days later. And you get it looking pristine on the inside, getting rid of all of the debris and rubble.
it just has a sunroof now.
If we do present it to a buyer, I could cast my illusion, and just for the buying process, and then once they ride away on it, stop it and run.
Ah, you're one of those shady salesmen, huh?
Yes.
It's whatever you want to do. There's no judgments here.
Easy way of making some coin.
Unless, of course, don't do it to like a family that looks like they're already struggling. You got to do it to someone who looks like they're doing a little bit well for themselves. Really stick it to the man, as it were.
I mean, I think you can just use it as a selling point. Like, the hole's supposed to be there. Maybe we just, like, cut it to be a little more even.
Maybe rough out the edges of the wood, the splintered parts, to make it more smooth. It's an airflow feature because it's hot.
You can put, like, a piece of fabric of, like, a slight color to give it, like, a nice, ambiance in the back.
Well, obviously, you do that.
Whatever. You can do whatever as long as someone buys it.
You eventually make it back to the capital, riding in with your convertible wagon. With the invoice and the piece of the Scaladorth. Where do you all go?
Just straight to the castle, I suppose.
Okay. Riding up straight back to the castle. The gates are open for you. You walk up as the large heavy doors are reopened for you to enter. And instead of seeing a flock of bats descend, Magda's just there waiting for you. Hey, how'd it go?
And we've got your piece right here. Make sure no one's looking. Is it just us?
Yeah, it's the four of you and Magda.
Got your piece right here. And
Wait.
also an invoice.
Wait.
What?
How do you know we were already back?
I mean, you walked into the city, or rode in your wagon. Then you walked through the gate.
Wait, so were you watching us before we got here?
No, people saw you and just said that they're back.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like people looking at me.
You rode in a wagon with a giant hole in the roof.
Okay. Bella's not gonna inspect any more than that, but
And also, Thaba, you're very tall and very muscular.
I mean, people
A
can
lot of
look
people
at
are
me.
going to look at you.
I don't mind like people looking at me, but like magically looking at me. Remember you said people can magically look?
This is the world we live in, Thaba.
Your world.
It's the world. Here's the Scalador, and here's an invoice saying where they were going to take it.
She takes it from you, inspects the invoice. Good job. Arias, was there anything fishy? Did they do anything weird?
Not really, no.
I just smile.
Everything went tip top. Candy shop. No hiccups here.
Stop, candy shop.
good to hear. Well, we'll need to start hunting down another piece. Once we get some information, we'll reach out to you. Send you out again.
Alrighty.
Your
Thank you.
payment is this. So you're kind of reach in a bag and pull out like 400 gold pieces. There's that. And we set up a little deal for you at Bar with Ale. Drink as much as you want tonight.
Ah,
Ah,
you hear that, guys? Drinks on me.
Well, okay. Was it just 400 gold for all of us to split, or is it 400 apiece?
400 for all of you to split.
Gotcha.
Split it evenly.
Toothed Out does not have that cash flow like the other cities do. You guys collect your gold. Next step.
I mean, you guys know that Bar with Ale is my favorite bar already, so.
Oh, mine too. Maybe I've
Oh.
seen you around there. I haven't seen you there at all.
Oh, do you go in the fighting pit?
I gamble on it. I do not go in it.
Oh, we'll get you in there. We'll get you strong.
I don't want to go back in there. Hurt my feelings.
I mean, you did 11 push-ups this morning instead of 10. I think you can be all right.
It's just not much like. If I fight, it's to kill or to defend. It's hard to be in a fighting pit and not really hurt someone.
That is no way to fight. The thing that gets the most money is if you kill them gruesomely.
Wow, I don't like killing people that don't deserve it, or that don't like, surrender when I ask politely in a witch body.
Well,
It's really the difference of, just cutting a couple guys' hands off and then cutting a guy's hands off that's trying to kill you.
I mean, granted, I did not know they were going to die from cutting their hands off. Like, who dies from losing hands?
there are two arteries right there. So cutting both your hands off, big spurts of blood.
Yeah, but they
Blood
died
bleed.
very quick. I've cut a lot of hands off in my days, and that was the fastest hand dying ever.
You must have cut them up real good beforehand. They must have just been losing all the blood, and then those hands was just the last bit of driplets. Anyway, Ale?
Sounds good to me.
Yes, let's.
Alrighty. You go back to Bar with Ale. You see the familiar, shittily painted sign, kind of just barely hanging on outside of the bar as it's now, like, swaying. Looks like it was written with somebody that Common was not their first language. Letters are backwards, but it says Bar with Ale. You walk in there and see the variety. Clients, you see the ogres, the large full orcs, elves, dwarves, gnomes. You see a succubus and incubus. And you see a familiar mage that once fought with Flynn in the fighting pit. It is pretty busy in here.
Clinton runs away as soon as he sees that mage.
You walk in. Behind the bar, you do see Big Al, the hobgoblin bartender, hanging out.
Go up to Big Al and be like, "We said we get drinks for free tonight."
Oh, are you the ones? Cool. Well, we have ale. Hope that works for you.
It's my favorite. Does he seem like he recognizes me at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at recognition. And same to you, Norris. He looks like he recognizes you as well. He gives both of you a nod. Doesn't recognize Flynn or Bosch. But he starts divvying up ales across the bar. And we're going to take like a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to go get the rest of my coffee. And then we will finish this up. Hey, YouTube. Push buttons, please. Just push the buttons on the page where the buttons are. Push
Like and subscribe.
the buttons.
Thumbs up and the buttons.
Buttons. Hey, we're back on the YouTube.
I want to get them.
Neat. Anyway, since we're back, you all are set up with your beverages and are at the bar. After a minute of hanging out, getting settled, old Big Al looks at you, Nerais. I almost forgot you've been gone for so long. I know you're kind of all about clothes and your appearance.
That's me.
I hear there's a place you can get the best clothes.
Ooh.
You go to the swamp around Rock's Hold, there's apparently a cabin.
Cabin by the swamp.
Yeah, I think it's like in the swamp. Somebody came by, told me about it.
My interest is piqued.
How long ago was this that someone told you about this cabin?
Probably the last time I saw you, Norris. 15 days ago, something like that.
Sounds like a place I've been to before. I'm trying to remember the details. What'd they say about it exactly? They give a name for it.
Ah, they just said there's a cabin out there.
The woodsy swamp for clothing.
Yeah, I mean, Norris is always in here talking about his clothes. Won't stop talking about them.
Do
Some
you like
people-
my clothes?
Some people overheard, said that you should go check it out.
Are there any completely drunk people in here?
Most of them, yeah.
Any of them that look like they have some money? Or
No.
anything that would be worth anything on them?
No. The only
Not
person that
today.
looks like they would have anything of worth is a mage, also sitting at the bar, kind of opposite, as you all are sitting at like a square bar where there's a center pillar and there's a bar in the middle, and Big Al kind of just walks in a square serving people, but kind of across from you.
Alright. Nothing of interest.
Not really. The fighting pit is kind of going off in the distance. You hear shouts and hollers. That is the most crowded part of this bar, as people are betting and wagering on different fights.
I'll go over there.
You make your way over. You see currently in the ring is a human man and an elven man, both with daggers just swinging at each other, kind of ducking back and then swinging wildly. Lots of hollering, shouting, people throwing things from the outside at the people inside. There's a small gnomish man walking around. Place your bets! Place your bets! Who do you got? Both of them have daggers. Seems pretty even.
How does the fighting pit work? Is like everybody leaning over a fence looking at them, or is it like in the corner of the bar?
It's all level. There's like a section cut out in the back that's like almost a separate room, but it's all level. There's a dirt pit that is surrounded by just fencing, just simple wooden fencing that is all destroyed and broken.
And everybody's just leaning over the fences, or what?
Yeah, they're all just shouting, trying to look over each other into the fighting pit to see how the fight's going.
Cool. All of them drunk, I'm assuming, right?
I mean, a majority of them.
And none of these people look like they have anything that would be worth.
Make a perception check.
Oh, yay.
You notice, like, the people betting and all of this are betting, like, small amounts of gold and silver, coming to the conclusion that this is probably not the place where the higher end of society hangs out. You could probably get some change from somebody, but
Yeah. I'll bet 15 gold for the elven dude, from the little gnome dude.
15 on the elven man. Very well. He's the underdog in this one. Payout will be pretty good if you win. And you watch the fight. Roll 2 d20s for me.
Where's the dice?
You click on, there's a dice icon on the left. You click on that.
Okay, here it is. 2 d20s, right?
Aye.
D20 number 1, D20 number 2. Both 11.
This fight goes on for hours. Both these guys just swinging daggers wildly at each other, but not getting close enough to actually hurt one another. Both terrible at fighting. Roll one more d20 for me. Okay. Your luck is on today. The elven gentleman does win at some point, and you get a payout of 75 gold pieces.
Nice. Now at 175.
While you were viewing that, the mage woman kind of meets eyes with Evelyn. And then she gives a nod, stands up, and moves over to your side. Lynn, correct?
It is.
We fought in the pit that one time. You seem confused.
You remember me?
Of course. How could I forget somebody that fell asleep immediately?
Right, well. It was a good spell. And I'm a bit squishy.
I thought it might work. My name is Eastbourne.
Eastbourne. Remind me, was she human, half elf? I can't remember.
A half elf. She did have like a giant, crazy plumed, like brightly colored hat, like a wizard's hat, and wore a lot of robes. When you were fighting, you could not like make out the details because you were across from each other. But now being in close proximity, you can see that there are like subtle elven features.
Do you have any idea of what happened?
We were curious if you had an idea of what happened.
We?
Yes, the Academy and myself. We all seem to be unaffected.
Berkey's Academy?
Of course.
No, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. Random things have changed and some things have stayed the same. A lot of things about the Academy stayed the same.
We've noticed that as well. Trying to figure out who picked and chose what stays the same and didn't. Well, it seems you've gone on the defensive, so... Ms. Bokia would like to speak with you if you ever have time. You can find me around the town. She kind of gives you a nod and takes the drink and goes back to her side of the bar.
I turn, I drink, and I contemplate.
And time passes as you all drink and hear the fighting pit going on for hours until way later Nerais finally comes back with a small pouch of gold and he's putting it into his pocket after watching the longest, most horrible fight that has ever happened.
Oh, is that horrible fight finally done? Oh, you're muted.
Looks like I have come out on top.
I suppose that's all that matters, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, Bosch, have you ever been into a fighting pit?
No, I'm really not big enough to ever usually get in the fighting pits. I don't know if I would do so well.
I mean, those guys are pretty scrawny. I'm just saying, you and I could tag team a battle. You could use me as a massive springboard, and then I hit them low, and then you hit them high.
That does sound like fun.
Alright, well, if you want to sign up, it's up to you.
Sure, why not? We don't have anything else to do today.
Are you both signing up to go into the fighting pit?
Yeah, do they have, like, where you can do, like, double battles kind of thing?
Sure. Not really a whole list of rules in a fighting pit. You sign up for duos with the small gnomish man.
Oh, I can make that work. I'll find a pair. Give me just a moment.
He runs around with his tiny clipboard. You see him moving through the crowd and asking people. Occasionally getting glances over in your direction. A lot of people say no, looking at you, Thavo.
I'm gonna try to make myself look smaller and weak. Like, ugh.
Eventually, a match is set up.
Alright, I've got one for you. You'll be fighting next. Go ahead and step in.
You two step into the arena. You do see another orcish female with a large, like, two-handed axe, blades on both sides. And then somebody that looks equivalent to you, Bosch. Leaner, lighter armor, has a bow. And you two begin your fight. Does anybody want to bet on this, or are you guys just gonna watch from?
I will. Go up to the gnome and I bet another 15 coins on the other people, not Thabo and Bosch.
Okay.
Toss probably 75 to Flynn to bet on us.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
Oh, keep your coins, I've got you. So I'll just do 300 discreetly on
Okay.
Bosch and Thabo.
You discreetly pull out a large sack of coins and hand it to this gnomish man.
No, I'm doing like
He didn't even carry it.
just out of the bag of holding, like. You know, they don't know how much I got. I'm trying to surprise them.
Okay, so you both place your bets on the opposites. Thavo and Bosch, you begin your fight with this pair. Thavo, roll a d20 with your strength modifier. Bosch, the same with your dexterity modifier.
How many? I'm gonna use luck.
Okay.
Woo! Hot dice!
The brawl breaks out, and based on dice, the Rangers are duking it out, and Bosch, you fall unconscious. Thavo, you eliminate the orc opposing you with the battle axe, and now you are left with the Ranger. Roll a d20 with advantage, because it's going to be hard for him to keep distance in a tiny fighting pit. And you eventually knock the Ranger unconscious and pull out victorious. There's
Pick up.
magic cast from the side, bringing all of the opponents back to their feet as everybody gets up and kind of nods, and handshakes are had as it disperses. Flynn, you bet 300, correct?
Yeah, but I didn't even watch the fight. I'm contemplating and drinking alone.
While you're drinking alone and the fight is wrapping up, you feel a tap on your shoulder as you see the gnomish fellow with the clipboard. Good day for you, you won.
I knew I would.
Unfortunately,
Not that much other money was bet, so the gains aren't too much, but it's 700.
That's alright. Hey, you're not gonna catch me complaining about a victory.
He kind of just dumps a bag of coin into your bag of holding. Bosch and Thavo eventually rejoin you. Nerais, you lose your 15 gold. Thavo, I'll say you're at half health at the moment, and Bosch, you were probably at like 8.
I mean, you did really good for your first fight. That was better than I expected.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yep. That's typically how fighting works. It can hurt.
Widely different experience from the first time we fought in the fighting pit.
I couldn't take you down.
See, Thavo is having this conversation with just an arrow, like, jutting out of the shoulder muscle the whole time. It's just stuck there, and she's not seeming to notice.
Ah, shit. Should I get that for you?
Oh, I didn't even know that was there. How about that?
I'll jump up and just jerk it out of her shoulder.
It hurts. You take another 2 points of damage.
Oh, alright.
Is your little mouse friend okay?
Oh yeah, Kiwi's great. Kiwi knows how to dodge and move in different directions. The tunnels really help. So like anytime I fall on my back, she just runs in a tunnel in my sleeve instead. Like she is quick.
Yeah, it's a type of see-through fabric. You can just see what's going on.
Oh, it's her animal instinct. She just feels it.
Of course.
And with that, you all are left here to do what you wish.
I say, Flynn, are you alright?
I learned some stuff, and I'm trying to put it together in my head. That, mage, she still remembers the time before. She's a part of my old academy. Apparently all of them remember. My teacher included. So it makes sense for us. Still doesn't make sense for you and Bosch.
Hmm.
I might have to have a meeting, even though I don't want to. But greater good and all that, gotta put personal feelings aside.
So, yeah, I don't understand why we would know anything then.
Oh, we've been in the thick of it on both sides. Me specifically. Don't know. But she does have a little bit more insight on other matters that she enlightened us to. I don't know. I just don't trust her. And now, I don't know if I can trust anyone from that academy.
Well, you said you want to learn more. Should we talk to her?
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna have to sit with this for a while. Gotta be smart about this. If we give the wrong people too much information, then they could use it against us. In your eyes, I would not go to that cabin that was suggested to you. From what I'm told, It's real scary.
There's risk versus reward, see? Reward being the best clothes I've ever seen, and risk being it's scary.
Scary in a way that'll drive you mad. You see creepy images all over the place. Can't sleep very well. Might take your soul away or something crazy. Or if you've got something valuable.
I don't sleep anyway. Nightmares.
Wonderful, well then you're good. No, don't even pretend I said nothing.
Well, I guess it's time I'm gonna go to bed. I leave the bar. I go to my normal spot of like in an alley where I have like this thing set up, and I go to sleep.
Okay. So, Narias leaves the bar. The three of you are left. All the same figures are present in here, with the exception of like more people have shown up. It's getting more and more crowded the later it gets. Do you all do anything this evening? Or do you just go find an inn?
I was just about to say, does this place have inns? Never mind.
This one does not.
Well, then, how about we just go sleep on it for now?
Sounds good.
Can I make it before I left? I said, if you want to find me, I'll be in here. Or is that metagaming?
I mean, you could have said that. Not gonna change the outcome of the game that much.
Okay.
So the rest of you go find it in?
Yeah, how far away is this place from the crater?
It's probably like a 30-40 minute walk. You are closer to the castle ward, where the fancier inns are. But the crater's not too far.
Yeah, we'll just go to whatever's closer. I'll stop by Narias and be like, I can get you a room if you want a comfortable bed.
Nah, it's a waste of money.
Alright.
It's spot here.
Alright.
Okay. So, you all head to the palace, a place that you've stayed a handful of times. That is the closest inn that you are familiar with. The big, smooth stone building that is very well lit, with the wonderful complimentary breakfast every day. You get one room, or multiple rooms?
I think we'll just stick with our 1 room, 2 bed situation.
You pay 40 gold to the smaller goblin, older gentleman with a little, like, tuft of come-over hair. You all find your rooms and take a rest. The next day is yours. You go through breakfast, not receiving any word of next objective or something to do.
I guess I wake up and eat some of my rations.
Mark off a ration. You eat a ration for breakfast.
And then I go to the bar with Ale. And just hang out.
You go and begin your day as normal. What's the plan for the rest of you?
Well, Flynn, how do you feel? What should we do? You're kind of our guide of what to do right now.
Guess I can speak with that mage again. See if we can exchange whatever knowledge that we have, but I'm sure she's just going to want me to talk to Bokia. But we can start there.
Can I take a look at the map, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
And Trey, I kind of want to mark out where we were that night. I found the Harrigan tracks and tuft of fur. Kind of mark the direction it was coming from and the direction it was going.
Yeah. So, find it here for you. Well, you wandered this way. You probably set up camp right here. And it was heading this way.
Just want to take a real good mental note of that for future.
Yeah, we can leave it on there.
I'll also explain that to Flynn and Thavo if I hadn't already.
Okay. Yeah, now kind of remembering and making these notes on the map, you relay what you found that first night of camping.
Can you
found
like
tracks
smell?
of your type of rabbit folk people?
It did look like that.
So like animal instinct, since you're a rabbit folk, can you like smell it and then be like, oh, this fur smells like somebody I know?
I don't know about that, but I could track it pretty good if the tracks are still there. We were in the middle of something else, but I just wanted to make a record of it before I forget.
And where was it again, boss? Show me on the map where you marked it. Is that where that purple arrow is? Oh, right. So it's not too far out from where we are.
Yeah, it was that first day of travel. Since you all were on horseback, you covered a lot of ground. That was your first night of camping when Bosch spotted this.
I mean, it could always be absolutely nothing too, though. It was just tracks of... It looked like one of my folk.
Your folk is pretty rare around here. It's possible. Maybe somehow one of your family got teleported back to this weird time.
Yeah, with all that happening, pretty much anything's on the table of what could happen.
I mean, do you want to go talk to the pixies in the tree here and see if they know anything about the Fae?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic.
We can do that. Got nothing else to do. And we're a team now, so we need to help each other.
So is that the
I'll
next
sho-
step? You go into the tree?
Yeah, I'll show them where the pixie tree is.
Okay. You lead the party of Flynn and Bosch to the large, overgrown tree in this very unique city. It being daytime, you don't see all the lanterns and torches and all that stuff kind of glowing from inside the tree, but you do see a handful of the fairy folk up in the tree as you walk to the base. We'll pick up with that next time, having a conversation with them since we are at 3 o'clock.
Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
That's it. Good job. Will Norias be back next Sunday?
Yeah, should be.
Sweet. Way to go, everybody. I'm gonna end this stream. Push buttons on Facebook.
Push buttons to make it rain.
Okay, bye.